So this track is a slow blues. It's minor, it's in the key of C minor, and it's a slow change, which means that you go to the 4 chord, in our case, F minor 7, we go to that chord only on bar number 5, right? So, cool way to play this, it's not only playing like straight chords like C minor 7, F minor 7, G minor 7. You can do, it's gonna sound great. But you can change a little bit. You can add those notes, those voices, voicings. You can add the 9 on top, right? You can double the 7s, right? So you can have 11 chords. So you have actually the 4 on top, right? The 11, And then when you go to the 4, you can do the same. Different shapes of the chords, make it more melodic. You can even do some Latin kind of vibes like a, and that works really good. When you go to your 5 chord, the very last one, you can alter the chord if you want. So you can play like the Jimi Hendrix chord with the add 9. You can add the flat 9 too. Because when you change those chords too, it also gives to the improviser, the person that is soloing, gives some ideas. Because when I hear this chord, I want to play something like, because it calls for that altered scale sound, Or when I hear something with the 9, for me it's like the person that is playing the chords is asking me to play this, right? To play those 9s, right? So it's something cool that you can use when you're playing. So it's just really a 12-bar blues progression. You have your C minor for 4 bars. You're gonna have your F minor, and then you go back to the C minor. And then bar number 9, you go to the 5, which is G minor, right? G minor 7. Bar number 10, you go to F minor 7, and then turn around, right? And bar number 12, you go. Yeah, basically that. The way that I approach the rhythm, sometimes I let the chords sing. So I go something like, let it roll. Or sometimes I go more percussive, more staccato, so I go. Arpeggiating the chords works very good, As long as you're not getting in the way of the singer or the person that is soloing, if you're really lifting them, sounds really good. It's a very nice way to approach a slow blues minor song. So playing a minor blues, a slow minor blues, I like to play. I wouldn't say get busy. It's not the right word, but playing differently, like different possibilities, right? So different voicings, and I like to do a lot like playing with my fingers because it gets more mellow. And it's a very slow song, So I can play with the 9 on top, right? I can play arpeggiating the chords. And this is the 11, right? So C minor 11. Doubling the flat 7s, right? Right? When you go to the 4, I can play some 9 voicings too. So like this voicing too. This one. Or do the kind of Latin feel when you go like. So I like to do that over the 4. I even like to do some weird stuff, so I like to do this joke when I'm playing live. Because remember, when we are playing minor, the last 2 beats of the bar number 4, the last 2 beats of the bar number 4, right before we go to the 5, you can think that the chord is going to become major, right? So I like to do something like this. I go. So I kind of play Stairway to Heaven in the middle of the song, so I go. Because you create some tension, you caught the attention of the audience, of the listener, and it's something cool, so I go with that. which is the minor chord, and then minor chord with the major 7 on the top, so on the bottom on the bass. So I'll go. But then with the 9 on top, flat 7, minor third, right? And then I hit that major third just to create that tension to resolve. And the reason that works, because when you play the C7, actually the C7 is the 5 of the 4, the 4 minor. So that's why it works really good, right? So I go, right? So other thing that I like to do is just thinking like Stevie Ray Vaughan when he was playing Timpan Alley, when he was playing Dirty Pool, that he does something like a right, which is very hard to do. He was doing that so beautifully. Very hard to do for me with the pick, because it's very intense. You have to pick the right way so it's not going to get too aggressive. And I tried that before. I can't. It gets too much. So I kind of go and I play with the fingers. Before I used to play with my nails, so I would go like a, but still aggressive. But then if I play like this, and you kind of go over the chord, so you go from the high notes until the top. So you keep the chord like, and then you put the 5th here. So you go like this with the tonic, 5th and flat 7 right here, tonic like this, and then you kind of go, it sounds like a wave. So you go like, then you can do the same for the 4, right? So it's very cool. And for the 5, the same. For the 4. And go back to the 1. So it's something really cool that you can do actually over your solo. So this could be like the whole chorus of solo, or it could be even, just playing chords for someone that is soloing. So this is going to sound good because it's very gentle. It's busy, but it's gentle. So it's a really cool idea when you're playing slow blues in a minor key.